Welcome to another Tesla Tips and Trips video. If you just got your Tesla and you're wondering what in the world is this? Well, first of all, you should have gotten one of these. It is supposed to be still included in every new Tesla. I'm going to tell you what this is for, what you do with it, and more on this video. Keep it here. All right, so this is a J1772 to Tesla adapter. This is the J1772 side. This is the familiar Tesla side. It is an adapter that should be coming with every new Tesla. If it hasn't, hit up your service center. It's usually found in the square Tesla zipper bag, found in the trunk or sub-trunk, sometimes in the frunk. But it's about 50 bucks if you didn't get one. It might be even cheaper now, I'm not sure. Go check out the Tesla store. And what this is used for is to charge on public charging networks like Chargepoint, which is what we're going to use today. And it's not fast. It's not supercharger fast. It's not CCS fast. I'm sure you've seen that adapter on this video and elsewhere. But what it is nice for is, say, hotel stays overnight. It's about as fast as a L2 charger if you've got that at home using a 1450 or one of the Tesla chargers. So if you're planning on staying for hours or even an hour somewhere, it charges roughly at 25 miles per hour of charge. So again, not very fast, but hey, any charge is better than no charge, right? So I'm set up here to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get some work done. I'm actually going to be editing a video. And while I'm here, I figured I'd do a video on how to use this at a charge point. And it's pretty easy, hopefully. Usually when I say it's easy, it's not so easy. So let's go check it out, how it plugs in, how it works, and all that fun stuff. All right, so let's get out of the car. One thing I would suggest is you have all this stuff set up beforehand. So go to Chargepoint or whatever network you plan on using and get that set up. What I do is I put it on my wallet, on my phone, and it's as easy as just putting it right up to the reader there, and it should just work. So let's see if it's as easy as I say. So I've got it in my Apple Wallet. We're going to put it up there. It's beeped already, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Authorizing. I just heard an unlock. Station closing at 10 p.m. That's fine. So let me put my phone in my wallet. We're going to pull out one of these nozzles so you can see that. And we're going to, this is hard to do with one hand. We're going to put the adapter on first. Okay, so now it looks like that on the actual charge point. Now what's nice about these units is they do expand. There's a little like zipper cord that comes out with it, so it should reach. Let's see if we can open up our charger here. There we go, and we plug it in just like your home charger, and we'll let that go there. I just heard something click. Let's go take a look at the unit and see what it's doing. All right, there we go. We are charging at 7.1 kilowatts. This is AC, of course, not DC or CCS or even the Tesla. And the Chargepoint app is actually pretty nice too, because it will tell you exactly how long it's charging, how much it's costing, all that stuff. You can monitor it on the Chargepoint app, or of course you can use your Tesla app and it'll tell you the state of charge. So let's hop in the car. Let's take a look exactly how fast things are going right now, how long it's going to charge, and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm going to probably spend an hour or two at Starbucks here editing a video for you guys for the future, and I figured, you know what, why not do a video and show you exactly how to use this thing, because I know there's a lot of new Tesla owners out there and not everybody knows what this stuff does or even is for. So hopefully this will help you out. Let me take a look, or let me show you here how it looks plugged into the car, and in fact it is green, which is good. So there you go, it's plugged into the car. There's the adapter, and there is a secret way to get it out of the car. I'll show you later, or I should say there's a tip. And then this is always a good sign right there. Green flashing Tesla logo, always good. Let's take a look inside the car and see what we're getting here. Now we're at a high state of charge anyway, and this was really just to do a video for you guys. But there you can see right there at the top, we're getting about 21 miles per hour of charge. We haven't added anything. We're at 30 amps, 221 volts, and we've set the charge limit to 248. So it's expecting us to be here for 2.5 hours. which is fine. Hey, it's charge points are typically pretty cheap. You could check your rates locally, but typically pretty cheap. So I figured, you know what? Let's throw it on the charger. Let's get some charge while the car is just sitting here anyway. And so, all right, I'm going to head into Starbucks, get me something good to drink, maybe something to eat, edit a video for you, or start to edit a video. It's the second version of the European trip, and it's been a bear. It's a lot of footage, a lot of clips. So I'm still working on that for you guys. And then when I come out, I'll show you how to unplug, see exactly the state of charge and all that stuff. So remember this for me because I have a bad memory. We're at 193 miles, and what is that in percent? We're at 68%. 193.68. Trust me, I won't remember. So, but I can throw it down in the video. All right, so back at the car now, let's take a look at what we have charged so far inside the car, and then we're going to take a look at the unit still charging and see exactly what that says as well. So let's head on inside real quick. All right. So we are at 78%. 221 miles. I stayed about an hour. We got about 20 miles per hour of charge. We added 30 miles right there. Not bad for sitting around. 30 miles. I said about 25 miles per hour of charge, so 30 is actually pretty good. And yeah, this is great. For an hour, just sitting, editing some video, having a coffee. Let's go see how much it costs, because that's the question everybody's asking, right? So here we are. This is what it looks like still charging, and we're going to go over to the unit itself and see. You can still see it's charging there. And let me see, price, is that what we have here? Let's see here. 0.25, 25 cents a kilowatt hour there. I guess it doesn't tell us what we have done, but I can pull it up on the app. Oh, maybe details here? Well, there we go. Very cool. So it cost me $2.12 to go 30 miles, or 30 miles charged. So that's not too bad. All right, so there's a spider right there. I don't know what that kind of spider is, but kind of scary. All right, so here's the trick to unplugging, and it's definitely want to do this because otherwise it'll lock your adapter to the car itself, which is a whole other video and a whole other problem. So first up, we want to push this button, click that out, and then we want to do a two-handed move here. And you heard the click there. Two-handed, you hold the adapter and you pull it out at the same time, and usually that helps out. Don't forget to take your adapter. Kind of having to put you under my arm here. Take your adapter, you got to push on this lever here, push on this lever here, pull the adapter out, and then return the nozzle back to the unit itself. And it does lock it to it, which is kind of nice, so make sure you do that. It locks it to the unit, and you have to have a Chargepoint account. Here's our final stats there. Added 8.57 kilowatt hours, not bad. So it does lock it to the unit. You do have to see, look at that, you can't take it back out again. You need to have a Chargepoint account, and you need to activate it. So that's kind of cool. Keeps the riffraff out of there. And that's how to charge on a J1772. That's what this thing is for. It's pretty simple, honestly, and usually pretty cheap. But I would check your rates before you decide to charge. But if you're just sitting around for an hour somewhere, if you're going shopping, if you're... mainly these are great for hotels. A lot of hotels have these kinds of chargers, and you know, you can charge overnight just like at your house. It's about the same rate, 25 to 30 miles per hour of charge. And definitely if you're at a hotel, that's probably your best bet. Because a lot of times, you know, with that amount of charge, you're not staying in one place very long. So... ooh, there's another Model Y over there. Imagine that. In Santa Clarita, Teslas are pretty common. So there you go, J1772. It should have come with your car. That's what you do with it. It's pretty simple, and what I would recommend as well is joining all the different networks. Chargepoint, Electrify America, There's a bunch of others. I'll probably throw them down in the description or down below in the video. So have those apps ready to go, have those payment methods ready to go, and that way when you roll up on one of these units, it's super simple. You either use the wallet or you use the app to activate it. I've regularly had a problem using this at public charging. One of the best, you've seen videos of this already, one of the best places for these is Santa Barbara. The city of Santa Barbara has not only charge points, but they have chargers needing this everywhere, all over town. And there's a spot where you're gonna spend a couple hours, so you might as well charge, right? ABC, always be charging. So there you have it, J1772, charging our Tesla, and your Tesla if you're new to it. So thank you so much for joining us here on another edition of Tesla Tips and Trips. Go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll catch you on the next one. Doing all kinds of little tips like this for you new owners and for you experienced owners who may not have used one of these before. So I'll catch you on the next video.